You realize music is pure maths when you're on the SLs. Mixing is like a revelation of tangible principles: division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. That's why musical gatherings are the prayer meetings of the Church of Mother Earth into life. Music is mathematics, and as such is a primal creative energy of the entire universe. The worshippers never really understand the true hidden principles of the music, but the music maker is the high scribe of the religion, of the R, one knowledgeable in all the ways of number, sound, shape, and form, cutting through the baggage and clearly revealing the true Homo sapien characteristics and psyches, whether they be sensitive, dark, or everything in between and beyond. Things just don't happen without maths. Which is how I can follow a direct tradition of layers that takes the sound all the way back beyond the Golden Age, ancient Egypt, the Olmecs, the Toltecs, Mayans and Aztecs, Hittites, Greeks, Romans, Mesopotamians, Jews, Buddhists, Muslims, Templars, and Christians. All these cultures used drum and horn, percussion and vocals to extend the universal knowledge to their people. Music was always intended as a mass participation event, priest and congregation, dancing to wisdom. We are all students of the future. Or where our true selves are right now. We have this civilization around us that we all intuitively know isn't how things should be. This isn't life. This is business. And so nearly every modern form of popular music has been developed with the sole intention of financial reward. Except jazz and dance music, that is, through the roots and traditions of Afro beats and inner soul. But even this rearguard has now been usurped by the insatiable media of Babylon, purveyor of unspeakable abuse and corruption. Business, the dark side of mathematics, rules our world. Since industrialization, we have forgotten or ignored the laws and see life only as a microcosm of personal wealth and gain, illustrated thus. In ancient Egypt, a water jug sat outside every home for any thirsty traveler to share. In 1997, we have crackman gates on our doors. We rejected what nature has to offer and opted instead for the machine. Our world became so mechanical that artificial reality was the supermarket shelf of our own imagination. We purchased decaying ideas and bland, tasteless thoughts without a struggle. We live in a culture that is as closed as the minds of its citizens, never wanting the formula changed by new ideas or unorthodox activity. Like the solar experts and archaeologists who refuse to view the evidence proving Mayan knowledge of sunspots, or the gigglers who refute the possibility that aliens are really just humans from a future where VR helmets have evolutionarily altered our physiology over hundreds of years. Large, bulging eyes from close proximity screens. The nose worn flat to just a couple of slits. Or maybe Earth is really a solitary island floating in infinity, where universal life in all its shapes and forms lives here with us across different dimensions, parallel universes, sharing the planet, oblivious of each other's existence. We think we're really clever, top Dan, rich man, in a world of pointless hunger. That's why humanity is paranoid about meeting otherworld life forms. If they do zip through the wrinkles in time and land on Earth, all they will witness is our greed and destructiveness. We are the Klingons of our quadrant of the galaxy, living in a century of warfare, never before so many bloody conflicts in 100 years. From the start of this century until the end, we'll be fighting, whether on a battlefield or a cinema screen, road rage or ethnic cleansing, and with weapons of ultimate destruction. Just what would they make of us? We're coming to the end of a great cosmic cycle of 25,000 years. And this is the chapter and road named Revelation. Every star in the sky tells us how and shows us why. Man has been on this planet for 100 million years, just as ingenious then as he is today. How many great civilizations have come before us and perished without trace in all that time? We can only follow our history back 5,000 years, and then it stops abruptly with the flood. Everything before that date has been washed clean away. Yet in all that very long time, the people who came before never built nuclear power stations, electromagnetic generators, or tactical Polaris submarines, which would, in the event of a global cataclysm, vaporize the Earth, and by the mathematical principles of gravity, the solar system as well. All Stone Age man was able to do was design and construct massive pyramids that are still aligned with mathematical precision to named constellations, with stones we couldn't lift and from rock we couldn't carve. All he could do was invent writing systems that encoded scientific wisdom about the universe and our home so thoroughly that we are only today able to translate them with the assistance of powerful computers. The UFOs are only here to turn off the lights at end time. Yet, if the ETs only listened to our music, our prayers and incantations to the mathematical rule of heaven, wouldn't they see a better life? See that we speak the language of universal love. Our sound is slowly filling in the fragments of a lost language out there in space, building a pyramid, enduring and gleaming like Giza, an eternal, multi-layered soundscape radar trace of our real civilization, our true self. There are sound architects that build music in the style of the great Gothic cathedrals. Others reveal the score of the apocalypse now. Some glorify nature, others pulsate intelligence. It has taken a while, but I think the circle is now complete. We're getting back on the path that was walked by the ancients who invented rhythm and harmony, who left us the legacy of a collective memory, an earthbound understanding of nature's rhythms, true force that is within the DNA of all of us, a fingerprint of the gods which we all share nightly in the psychic landscape.